everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I am bringing you these cute little boxes that house a little bath fizzer. I saw a lovely lady in our team who had picked up some little lip balms and made boxes for them, and I'm doing a stall at the fair. It's actually tomorrow, but when you get this it will have been last week. So I got some of the lip balms, and while I was there I saw these Bath Fizzers. Now they're in a pack of 6, but I thought, well, they look pretty miserable and it's a really hard package to pack up, to wrap up, so I thought, well, I'll just make some individual ones, take them out and put them into some individual boxes. And as you can see, I think they fit in there lovely. They're decorated nicely and they fit perfectly into a stocking. So great little gift, and I'm going to show you how to make them. I'm going to do the pink one with the lovely little bow on top. So to start off with, and I can't pick it up, you need a piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 by 6.25 inches, and then obviously we need to do some scoring. So with the 6.25 inch across the top, we are going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 4.25 and 5.75 inches. Rotate so that your 8.5 is at across the top, and we're going to score at 1, 3.25, 4.75 and 7. And then, as we do, we are going to fold and burnish all of our lines. And if you noticed the DSP on the boxes, it's actually a whole lot of lovely DSP, which is available in the offer, the 4 for 3. So buy 3 get your 4th DSP free. Whole lot of lovely is in that. So it's an opportunity there you don't want to miss. So once we've scored and folded and burnished all of our score lines, we need to do some cutting. So we've got the 2 skinny bits on the sides here, and then we've got one slightly smaller than this one at the bottom. So this is the lid of our box. So if I sort of open this out, this is the lip part here that tucks inside. So I'm going to turn it round to face me, and I'm going to cut down the centre line here, down one box, 2 box, and right down to the 3rd horizontal score line. Turn it round, but only cut across the 2nd one. So we're cutting across that one, and then with this one I want to cut a bit off, because this is my tab for adhering to my box. So that looked a bit odd the way I did that cutting then, but I will show you why I did that in a minute. So this is what I call and always call the shoulders of the box lid. So these bits here. So again, we just need to take a wedge off the side. So in effect we're cutting that away, but then this is going to be our other tab for adhering. So cut a bit off, and then we cut the wedges. So that's what you're left with, and then we do exactly the same on the other side. So cut down 3, but only across on the 2nd. Then we cut nearly, then we cut a bit off and cut in our wedges, and then another wedge here, and then cut down. All of the details and measurements will be on my blog, and the link for that is just below in the description, and that will also have a list of all the products I've used. So like I say, don't forget that lovely DSP sale that's on at the moment, because you don't want to miss out on the chance of getting free stuff. Nobody ever does. Okay, so the only thing I need to do now is just trim some wedges off my lid. There we go. And so there's your basic box. So what we need to do now is add our DSP. So flip it over, turn it round, because you want, if you've got a pattern on your box, like this yellow one, I don't know if you can see, it has the dandelions on, and obviously you need to have them the right way. So if you turn the box towards you, and then you need one piece of DSP that is 2 inch by 2 inch, which goes on your lid. Now when I adhere this, I do put plenty on, because as you can see, we're going to be cutting a little hole, or punching a little hole out of the top, so make sure you've got plenty of adhesive on the back of that. And then we need 4 side pieces, and they are 2 by 1 1/4 inch. So oops, so we'll just pop these on all of the sides. And like I said, all of these items that I've used are available to purchase from the Stampin' Up store, apart from the Bath Fizzers, obviously. And again, the link for that is just below, and there's also a link on my blog for you to be able to find out what goodies are able to be purchased, which is everything that I use basically. So that's all of that bit. Now I am putting these on my stall to sell, so I need to stamp my details on the back. So I'm going to just do that now while we have a flat box, because it makes it so much easier. So I'm just going to stamp my name and then Stampin' Up on. So I've just done that, and this is powder pink that I'm using at the moment. Did forget to mention that. So we then need to put our circle in the centre, and to do that and to make sure it's central, I just grab my ruler and a pencil, and obviously this is 2 by 2, the DSP, so you just basically mark the 1 inch, just very small dot, and then again lining that up, and it's actually there. So when I come to bringing in my 1 1/4 inch punch, that mark there is going to be the centre of my circle. So I just pop it in, eyeball it as best I can, and I think that's central. Pop it out, and that looks pretty good. And then you just need to pop a little bit of a window sheet in the back, and again I've gone with 2 by 2 on my window sheet, and just stick a glue dot in each corner and just pop that on the inside, and then we just get some adhesive out. So using my fuse, I'm just going to pop some. Don't put any on here, remember that's the shoulder for the inside of your box. A couple of times when I made the others up, I went to put adhesive on them, then I remembered. So just put adhesive on these 4 here, and then just very simply make your box up. And line those edges up as you put your box together. Don't move, just as this they go to adhere it. And then that's it. Pop our little Bath Fizzer in there and close it up. And now all you need is your bow to put on the top. Why is that not? There we go. All you need is your bow to put on the top. So I've got some scrap powder pink here and my bow builder punch, and I'm just going to punch that one out. My punch for some reason sticks once I've punched. It doesn't release fully, so I just give it a little tap and it generally releases it quite easily. And I don't know if this is going to fit. No, I need another piece. Give me 2 seconds. I did think that we would be okay with that one. I'm just going to grab my other bit of scrap pink here. And I just realised that I didn't put my phone on silent. That's fatal, isn't it? And we just need another one there. So pop that out of the way. So you have two of those and two of those. Now we only need one of them, so that's going in the bin. I then need my glue dots, my bone folder and my paper piercer. First thing I'm going to do is just give these a little curl, just to help give them the rounded effect without actually folding the card. Because if you try and just if you try and bend it round like that, you're just going to end up with a crease and it will look a little bit messy. So that's that. So the next thing then is to adhere the bow top. So just pop glue dot on there, and then, as I say, just put those together, and then the same on this one. So just pop a glue dot on there, line your ends up there, and then just squeeze it together. And I just give this a little gentle push just to reinforce that curl, if you like. So that's those two together. I then put one on here. Some people don't, but I find it helps me when I come to wrap them up, and just squeeze those together. So they're now held together, and then you just need one on here at the end. And while I've got these out and this in my hand, I'm just going to pop one on either end of the bow tails, just so that it's done. Okay. So this piece now is going to wrap around the bow, and then you tuck that end in. It's a little bit fiddly and not as easy for me to show without my fingers being in the way. Then this one wraps round and holds everything in place. Give it a good squeeze, and there's your little pretty bow. And then I just simply line those two up, pop my bow on top, and I kind of eyeball the centre of those two where they've joined with the centre of the middle part, and just press them on. And then I've got, I think actually I used a small clear faceted gem just to pop on the centre, just to give it that little bit more bling. And then the last bit is to just add, and I've actually again added two just for security, a couple of glue dots just on the back of the bow. And this just goes on the lid. Sort of again I'm eyeballing the centre of the circle, and then I've just opened it up, pressed it all down, and then there's your bow. And there is my Bath Fizzers, all made up, all ready to go to my craft fair tomorrow, or last week. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my project, and hopefully you'll go and have a look round for some cute little things like these that you can separate and wrap up. It's obviously going to be a little bit cheaper because one pack of things you can separate and give to 6 people, but also just because it's more fun and it adds that personal touch of you having made the boxes that the presents come in. Hope you enjoyed them, guys, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye!